I am very, very happy to introduce you to George Saunders. I have been reading Mr. Saunders' work maybe 10 or 11 years ago when your stories was published, one of your earlier stories published in the New Yorker magazine. I realized that he was a writer of great imagination who had something to say. And he has also written a wonderful children's book, which he is holding in his arms, A Very Persistent Gappers in the Grip. I'm happy to introduce you and welcome to St. James School, George Saunders.
I don't have any preconceptions about what the format will be, so I thought I'll read a little bit to you guys, and then if you want to talk afterwards about how a book gets written, how it gets made, any weary and discouraged children would stumble home and fall into their little beds for a few hours of sleep, dreaming if they dreamed at all. Stories for adults tend to have a bit of a dark swerve at the end, and this one, you had that happy ending, and I really struggled with that. If you want to be a writer and you want to practice, that's a great way to do it. Every day, give yourself 5 minutes to write down just a few thoughts that you had during that day. You come back when you're grown up and you go, oh, dude, that I don't even remember that.
Like baby pictures.
That's right, exactly. Baby pictures, but in words, right? She asked a really good question, which is why do you have to go to school? I think it's because there are people inside of you who want to come out. Like when you're a grown up, you want to be the most beautiful, wonderful, intelligent person you can be. And by going to school, it kind of helps you become that best person.
You talk a little bit about what it was like to not be a writer.
I was trained as a geophysical engineer and worked overseas in Asia for a couple years in the oil fields.
So how do you become an engineer and want to write a writer?
I was a pretty good engineer, but not great. So I worked really hard in engineering school, got the degree, and then I went to live in Singapore and in Indonesia and worked in the oil fields there, and it's very exciting. We worked in the jungle with tigers and monkeys and the whole thing. But I never really felt that much magic doing that. It was fun, it was okay, but I would always go back at night and read books, and that's when I really felt most alive, when I was reading and writing. So you're this age, if you look real honestly at what you like to do, that can sometimes be a good indicator of what you do with your life. If you love books, then you should lean into that.
I like it,
You've got a
but
great school here.
the book that we're in now got 51 chapters.
Wow, that's a lot of chapters.
I have this book, I watched the movie before I read the book. But the movie was really fun and everything, and then you know how they write books, but they don't write the book the same as the movies. I read the book to get feelings in my brain, so I just read it like it was a different movie about it.
So which did you like better in the end, the book or the movie?
I like the book because the movie is like when everybody died and everything.
Yeah.
That's how I like the book. It was like a little bit happy with it.
One reason you read books is because everybody in the world gets born into a certain place, right?
Yeah.
Certain family, certain body, certain town, certain brain. And but the beautiful thing is there's all kinds of situations out there that we can't even imagine by ourselves. So a book is a way. If someone comes and says, "Did you know that there was once a story of the boy in the Spectrum Yams?" You're like, "No, I didn't know that." Well, you can't go back in time and experience that, but you sort of can. The book sort of says to you, okay, come with me a little bit, I'm going to give you an alternate experience. There's no shortage of people who can write a nice description or kind of descriptions, dialogue, but to get the stakes to go up is really, really hard.
We've been really happy to share with you a little bit about the community of this school and a little bit about the lives of our students.
Well, it seems like a great school, and hope to stay in touch.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.